vocabulary portion. There is vocabulary. Yes, this one. Okay, all of you have taken out the lesson exercise. Okay. Look at vocabulary. The question is, guess the meaning of the following words from the text. Write the meaning in the middle column. Confirm the meaning by using a dictionary, right? The first word is long term. And you all know what is meant by long term. You can write on your comments, right? And next word is dependence. Dependence, you have to guess out when we have to be dependent on someone. Next is peer. Peer means your age fellow who's in your class. Next is outcast. Outcast means out of the society. Then rapid, fast. Rehabilitation means recover. Critically, carefully. Right? These were the contextual meaning, or the meanings that were from the context that you can guess out. Right? Now we're going to see the dictionary meaning, and I would like that you can write contextual meaning. You can write your own, right? And dictionary meanings, you can write any word that you can find from the dictionary, but I'm going to read 1 and 2 words for you. Just pay attention. Okay, long term. Dictionary meaning will be long drawn or involving a relatively long period of time. Involving a relatively long period of time. Or you can also say it extended. It's not hard and fast that you have to write only one meaning. You can write any meaning that you can find from the dictionary, but it will be most relevant. Like I gave you 3 dictionary meanings. Involving a relatively long period of time, it's a sort of phrase. Then long drawn, or you can also write extended. Clear? Yeah, this word meaning, right? You have to just understand, you all have got dictionaries, you have got smartphones, you can find out the meaning and you can write by yourself if you missed, right? But your understanding, I'm repeating. Next, dependence. Dependence, guess meaning is trust, but dictionary meaning reliance. Reliance or mainstay. Mainstay. It is the same word, mainstay. Okay, next is pair. Pair mean age fellow, right? Or dictionary meaning also says companion or same age. Outcast, outcast, out of society, driven away from the community, or you can write discarded or rejected. Discarded or rejected. Rapid, rapid, you know, it is fast, right? And the dictionary meaning could be quick, quick or speedy. Next, rehabilitation. Rehabilitation, from the context, it is recovery. Okay, sir, I put the slide. You can see from the slide as well. Rehabilitation, to bring back to normality. Dictionary meaning to bring back to normality, or you can say restoration. Restoration, all right? Critically, carefully, but you can also write it dictionary meaning crucially or crucial or compelling. Compelling is also a good word for that. C-O-M-P-E-L-L-I-N-G, compelling. Okay, I'm quickly going to repeat all the dictionary meanings, right? Words of text and their dictionary meanings. Listen again. Long term, involving a relatively long period of time, or long drawn or extended. You can write any one of them. Dependence, reliance or mainstay. M-A-I-N, main, S-T-A-Y, stay. Peer, peer equal in age, same age or fellow. Outcast, driven away from the community, or discarded or rejected. Rehabilitation, recovery. Rehabilitation, recovery, Or you can say dictionary meaning is to bring back to normality or restoration. Next is critically. Critically, you used to say carefully, but it is crucial or compelling. Crucial or compelling. Okay, that's clear. Now take out, look at your books. There is B portion or B question, and this is find out the list of cognates. This is not in the slide, but it is in your book. Find out the cognates from your book. And let me tell you quickly what are cognates. Actually, cognates mean the same words which are same in different languages. Actually, their origin is same. Like if you go to India, if you go to England, if you go to Sri Lanka, if you go to Germany, France, wherever you want to go, and you say the word bus, bus is same everywhere, right? For example, you go to Germany or France, okay, and there someone say you want to see the doctor, and this is the English word doctor. Got it? Sometimes the pronunciation is the same, sometimes the spellings are same, sometimes the meanings are same, but they are the same words in different languages, right? Pen is same in English, in Urdu, in many languages, right? And in many countries. Camera, now it is the time of digital literacy, you know, camera, mobile, and all these words, they are same. You don't find any word in Urdu. What is the Urdu of camera? What is the Urdu of mobile? What is the Urdu of Zoom? Wherever you will go, the same word will be used. That's clear? So they are cognates. Cognates which are used in many languages, in many countries, the same words. Okay. Now, this is your home task. You have to find out the cognates from your book, from your lesson, drug addiction. And you know, I can give you example like heroin, marijuana, they are same everywhere, right? Like alcohol, in Urdu it is alcohol, in English it is alcohol, in German it is alcohol, right? There are many words that you can find which are used same in many languages. Okay, hope it is clear. Fine. Okay, Zaruk is saying repeat once again. Zaruk, I'm just telling there are few words which are you wherever you use, people understand it. Like bus. Bus is used in English, bus is used in Urdu, right? Pencil. Pencil, if you say, the pencil is an English word, but you understand in Urdu as well, this is pencil, right? And similarly, if you say camera, right? Camera is an English word, but if you go in Dubai, if you go in Saudi Arab, if you go in Sindh, so you say camera. So people understand what is camera. So camera is cognate, mean it is understand in many languages. That's clear? Like marijuana. Marijuana in Urdu we used to say bhang, but in English it is marijuana. So it is not a cognate. But if we'll say alcohol, so alcohol is same everywhere in English and in Urdu. So that is cognate. Heroin, that we smoke or we take, that is drug. Heroin is same in English and in Urdu. That's clear? To how many students it is clear? Give me thumbs up. Okay, good. Now we are going to come on our main topic, that is grammar. And today we are going to see what are relative pronouns. Okay, you can see the definition on the screen. A relative pronoun joins ideas. It gives additional information about the subject or object. For example, who, which, that, whom, whose, right? I'm going to explain it on the board. Just see. Shuham. Okay, that's clear. Okay. Who, which, that, whom, whose, they are relative pronouns. What is the function of relative pronouns? The man is a noun, right? Man, who lives next door. They give extra information about the noun, and they are used with relative pronouns are who, which, that, whom, whose. Okay, what is their function? They are used with nouns. Like I have written a sentence, the man who lives next door, right? Like in your lesson, you have studied the people who are addicts, right? The people who have recovered, right? The people who recovered, the people who addict, who is used with that noun. The man is a noun, right? So relative pronouns are, they join the sentences. Like I have written a sentence, the man who lives next door is a doctor, right? The main sentence is the man is a doctor, right? Who lives next door gives in extra information about the man, right? Okay, who is the man? The man who lives next door, who is my neighbor, he is a doctor. That's clear? Okay, I have written one more sentence. Sir Shakil. Sir Shakil is also a noun. Who lives next door is a teacher. Main sentence is Sir Shakil is a teacher, but I have added extra information. Sir Shakil who lives next door is a teacher, right? Now the point you need to pay attention is that when we write the man who lives next door, the man is a common noun. You don't know who is the man, so there is no comma, right? The man who lives next door is a doctor, but Sir Shakil is a proper noun, right? And you know who is Sir Shakil, so you put comma here. It is not in your text, it is not required for your lesson, but I'm just making it clear for your additional information. Clear to you? A relative pronoun joins ideas. It gives additional information about the subject or object. For example, who, which, that, who, whose. मतलब जैसे भी आपने देखा, it gives extra information about the man or about Sir Shakil. Sir Shakil and the man are used as a subject, right? And it tells who is the man or who is Sir Shakil, who lives next door, right? The people have, example देखिए, the people who are addicted, mean we are talking about the people. Who are the people who are addicted? That's clear to you? The people who are addicted. So who are addicted is giving the information about the people. So who, which, that, whom, whose. Actually, they are conjunctions. You know, they join the words and sentences. But this sort of conjunction is known as the relative pronoun. That's clear? No mystery, nothing, just you have to understand what is relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is always who, that, whose, whom, right? Even when and where, they are also relative pronoun. Clear? Okay, fine. Now I'm going to explain the next one. Next is adjective clause, right? So first of all, I will tell you what is adjective, what is adjective phrase, and then I'm going to tell you what is adjective clause. Just to revise your prior knowledge. How many students know what is an adjective? How many students know what is an adjective? I can see you, you can raise your hand up. Adjective is clear to you? Good. Azal Javed knows what is adjective. Okay, good. Rabia Lisan, Fatma Imtiaz, okay, thank you. I got your points. You know what is an adjective. Okay. Now, how many students know what is an adjective phrase? You understand what is an adjective phrase? You know, and few might be forgotten, right? So I'm going to just revise what is adjective phrase, but our topic is adjective clause. Before we go through adjective clause, your concept about adjective and adjective phrase should be clear, right? So just pay attention on the board. If board is not very much clear, doesn't matter. You have to pay attention whatever I'm saying. Okay, fine. Okay, you can see the board now. This is information about a noun. Like wealthy man. Man is a noun and wealthy is an adjective. Wealthy man. Wealthy man. Wealthy is an adjective. What is adjective phrase? Adjective phrase is man with great wealth. Same. Man, but instead of adjective is a single word, and phrase more than two words or more than one word. Man with great wealth mean same. Phrase more than two words or more than one word is a phrase. Now next is adjective clause. What is adjective clause? Man who has great wealth. Okay. Man who has great wealth. Look, the same man who has great wealth is a clause. Adjective is a single word, phrase more than two words, and clause which is started with who. Which is started with relative pronoun. Which started with who, whom, whose, etc. That's clear. I'm going to revise again. Adjective is one word, wealthy man. Adjective phrase is more than one word, man with great wealth. Adjective clause is man who has great wealth. Like more than one word for the wealth, but they are started or they are joining with some relative pronoun. So it is clause. Now difference between phrase and clause is clear, right? Now our topic is adjective clauses. What are adjective clauses? Keep on paying attention here. Man who has great wealth is my uncle. Man is my uncle, right? Man is my uncle is your main sentence. This is called principal clause or main clause. Who has a great wealth is giving about the information about only this man, right? So this is dependent clause. This is main clause. This is dependent clause. So you have to remember that adjective clauses are dependent clauses. अगर हम इनको उड़ा दें, like man is my uncle को खत्म कर दें, तो who has great wealth has no meaning at all. But it will give the meaning when it is joined with the main sentence. Like before we did, the man who lives next door is a doctor. The man is a doctor is main sentence. Who lives next door is a clause. That's clear? Okay. Yes, students, that's clear. So your concept about adjective, adjective clause, and adjective phrase should be clear, right? It is not in your exams, but I just want to give you beforehand information so that you may not confuse what is phrase and what is clause. Now read out the example from your book. I'm going to read the definition of adjective clause. Definition of adjective clause is: an adjective clause is a group of words which does the work of an adjective. Have you seen how it does the work of an adjective? Wealthy, man with great wealth, who has great wealth, or having the same meaning. तीनों का मतलब क्या है? Rich man. That's clear? So which does the work of an adjective. It usually begins with a relative pronoun such as who, whom, that, which, whose. Okay. If till here it is clear, just give me thumb up. Then we are going to do the exercise. Okay, very good. Very good. Right. Now look at your exercise number A that says use who, whom, that, which, whose in the following sentences. I just want to make you one thing clear. Who and that, they are normally the same, right? Who and that could be used for the same sentences, but preferably who is used for human beings, right? And that is used for things. That's clear? The man who was living, right? The table that was laying, right? We cannot say the man that was. Even in spoken, that's okay. But in grammar, try to write who with the people, with the human beings, and that with the objects. That's clear? Chale, I'm going to read out the sentences. You keep on writing your response. Then I will show you on the screen what is the correct answer. Okay. Even on the screen, it is written use who, whom, that, which, whose in the following sentences. First of all, I will read the blank sentences. You will write your own response. Then I will show you the correct answers, and you can say, you can see what is your, if your answer is correct, fine. If it is not correct, then I can let you know why it is wrong. Okay, these are the colored pencils that I want to buy. You have to put here who, whom, that, which, whose. I know the woman dash child was hurt. Number 3, the old lady we met at the shop was Amna's grandmother. Number 4, this is the girl dash stood in first in the class. Okay, next. I'm seeing different responses. That's really good, but keep on writing. Shazia likes the candies that her father brought from the market. Okay, fine. Now look at the correct ones. Next slide, sir, please. Almost your response are correct. Very good. That means you understood. Okay. Next to that. Okay, I'm going to read out the correct answers. Pay full attention. Okay, so let it be there. Slide. These are, no, not this slide, sir. Let it be that slide. Okay. These are the colored pencils which I want to buy. These are the color pencils, which is also correct. That is also correct here. But write which is better. I know the woman whose child was hurt. I know the woman whose child was hurt. Who childing? Whose? W-H-O-S-E. Whose? Yes. Which, whose, whom, who, that. Very good. Angel Fiaz has shared the correct answers. The old lady whom we met in the shop was Amna's grandmother. Shazia, this is the girl who stood first in the class. Shazia likes the candies that her father brought from the market. Okay, very good. Your responses are quite good. Is there any question? Okay, good. That means it is clear to you, right? Okay.
Hello, teacher.
Fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Peace with you, teacher.
Peace with you. Ji beta.
Teacher, could you please tell me the fourth one?
Fourth one is, this is the girl who stood first in the class. You know, girl
Who?
is who, yes. Because this is the girl, now that's why we'll use who, not that.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now look at question number, next question. Use the following relative pronouns in sentences. Who, which, that, whom, whose. I think that you can do yourself, right? You have to make the sentences, but be careful, they are interrogative pronoun as well. You are not supposed to make the question. You have to make the relative pronouns, right? Adjective clause is also known as relative clause, right? You use it with the nouns, right? You're not supposed to make it question who is the boy, who is the boy, who is there, who is knocking at the door. This is not relative pronoun. This is not relative clause. This is question, right? Interrogative. Who is knocking the door? It is question. If I'll say the boy who was knocking at the door came in the class. That's clear? The boy who was knocking at the door, who is knocking at the door is giving information about the boy. That's clear? Good. Okay, now look at next question. Underline adjective clauses in the following sentences. Also encircle the relative pronouns. Okay, now it's very easy for you. I think I keep on speaking and you keep on underlining the, thank you, sir. You keep on underline the adjective clauses. First, underline the adjective clause. He tells a tale that sounds untrue. The relative clause is that sounds untrue. People who eat too much die early, right? Who eat too much die early. That is your adjective clause. Next three you will do yourself. I met the woman whose son helped me. He is the man whom we all respect. I have work which I must do. Yes, very good, Fatma Imtiaz. Which I must do is the adjective clause. And in third, whose son helped me. In fourth, whom we all respect. And in fifth, which I must do. Right? Now, the next part of the question is, very good, Angel Fiaz, your question is correct. Next is encircle the relative pronouns. Now, quickly encircle the relative pronouns. Even on the screen, you can see. Yes, what are relative pronouns? That, who, whose, whom, which. Very good. That's clear. Okay. Now, the last question. Write suitable adjective clauses, right? And I would really appreciate if you could give me your quick response by writing, right? Otherwise, I will read by the end. Even sir will show you the solved exercise as well. Where is the book? Dash. Where is the book? Which I bought. Okay, one of the students had written which I bought. Very good. Rafia, you have written which. You have to write the full sentence. Which I bought. It's clear now. Which I love too much. Very good. That I gave you, Azal Javed. Okay, Fatma said you have also written lovely answer. Very good. Right. Where is the book that I gave you? Where is the book that I bought? Where is the book that I love? That and which. Both you can use as a relative pronoun and then you can write any sentence. Very good. Any student dash will be punished. Yes. I think you have been punished a lot of who is found cheating. Okay. What else? Who is found cheating? No, beta, you will write who finds or who was disturbing others, right? Not disturbing others. Yes, correct. Who try to, very good. Who is shouting? Very good. Who makes noise? Ramin, beta makes aega. Who makes noise? And who makes a noise is much better grammatically. Who makes, who के साथ आप verb इस्तेमाल करेंगे, verb के साथ आप s जरूर लिखेंगे because you are using who is fighting, very good, continuous tense. Who makes noise, indefinite tense. Okay, right? Any student who makes a noise will be punished. Who steals the things will be punished. Who finds cheating will be punished, right? Or who is cheating will be punished. Okay. Next, I know the woman. I know the woman Whom I helped. Very good, Asim Munir. Who is standing beside you? Dia Shafiq. Very good. Zahra Usnan, who lost her dog. Excellent. Very good. That's clear to you. Whom I help. Whom I helped, beta. Sarah, whom I helped. Okay. Who is widow? Okay. Whom I ignored? Rafia. Very good. Who loved chocolates? Hamna Khalil. Very good. That's clear to you. Okay. Next, number 4. That is the girl. Dash. That is the girl who stole my things. Whom I met yesterday. Dia. Very good. Who is fighting? Asif. Very good. No, is a liar. Beta Fatma said you have to use some relative pronoun. Who is a liar, not is a liar. Sarah, Rabia, who study well, who studies well or who studied well. Fatma beta, who studies well or who studied well. IES or ED. Okay, okay, very good. Who stole books? Very good. Who is very tall? Very good. Rafia, who is tall? Very good. Okay. Where is, that is the girl who met me yesterday. Okay, good. Who studied well? Sarah. Yes, that's correct now. Who was sleeping on the bed? Very good. Oliver on the bed. The लगाएंगे क्योंकि she is sleeping on he is sleeping on some specific bed. Okay, okay, very good, very good. Hmm. Who I want to see? Sayyid Ali. To whom you want to see? Okay, good. It's clear? Your response was excellent. I think it is very much clear to you. Okay, now the last question is pick out 3 passive sentences from the lesson. Change these sentences into active voice that you can take as a homework. If you are able to do, well and good. If you are unable, whom I helped. Zaruk beta, whom I helped.
देखा चल रही है
Yes. Okay. Okay, now you can find any 3 passive sentences from your lesson. And which part is homework? Better your B part. Use the following relative pronouns in sentences and pick out 3 passive sentences from the lesson. E part, B and E. Change these sentences into active. That's very easy. I'll do one for you just orally. This can only be made possible by people. Only people can make this possible. Fine. So try to find any 3 sentences from your lesson which are in passive voice. You know what is passive voice. Yes, vocabulary B part also, right? There are only few words, few drugs that are used, in Urdu and English as the same. Okay, that is all for today. Any question?